Hi and hello to all my dear gentle friends. You're watching Gananadh Sankar and this is Eastcom Designers, a 360-degree communicative driving force. Welcome back to today's episode. Right, today's episode is going to be, today's and tomorrow's episode are going to be the final episodes on body language. Yes, shall we have a very small recap on the previous parts of body language? Here we go. The very first thing, smile. The next, eye contact. Then it is posture, and then gestures. And now, the fifth important ingredient of body language, and that is nothing but audibility. Before discussing about audibility, I would like to make clear note on some of the doubts asked by our subscribers, our gentle friends. In my very first episode of body language, when I have mentioned about the 5 important ingredients, 5 parts of this body language, so many doubts I have faced from our gentle friends regarding this particular 5th ingredient. The doubts are, the thing is, audibility. How can you involve this audibility into the body language? Saying this doubt in a clear way, some of my gentle friends, they asked me, audibility, it is connected to the voice, connected to the language. So when it comes to the language, when it comes to the sound, language is a verbal form. So how can you say a verbal form as a part of body language? Because even in my first episode, I have clearly mentioned that body language is a part of non-verbal communication. It means the expressions given by different parts of body for communicating with each other. So that is actually called as body language. Yes, of course, that's right. The non-verbal communication is nothing but a body language. Then, coming back to this doubt, so they are asking me, how can you build this audibility, which is a verbal communication, how can you make this as a part of body language? Would like to give a small clarity on this, right? See, audibility, according to me, or according to the scientific terms, technical terms in English, audibility means the sounds, the study of sounds, or else the things about sounds. So sounds is nothing but the pitch of voice. Coming to the voice, the sounds are nothing but, audibility is nothing but the pitch of voice. See, in some emotions, in some situations, we give our voice expressions very low, whereas in some other expressions, we use our tone, voice tone, to the highest extent. For an example, if you're feeling so sad, then we use our voice range, our pitch of voice comes very low. At the same time, when you're so excited about something, when you're surprised about something, it is vice versa. Our pitch of the voice will rise high. So that makes the sense of audibility. So audibility is nothing but the pitch of voice. The voice, the expressions, what you give with the help of your voice, that is nothing but audibility. So it is clear that audibility doesn't come under verbal communication, but it comes under non-verbal communication. Again, even after this explanation, if you search in Google, I'm so sorry for that, you'll not find anything about audibility which is connected to the body language. But it is all my personal strong belief. All the expressions given by us or used by us for communicating with others, it comes under non-verbal, and of course a non-verbal communication is directly connected to body language. So that by all these means, collectively, I would like to add this audibility as the 5th important ingredient of body language. And of course, personally, I strongly believe without this proper usage of audibility, we cannot make or we can't say that one's body language is 100%. So once again, this is my whole personal strong belief towards body language. That's all. So please don't Google about this, you'll not find any answers towards this. You can only YouTube on this and you can get the clarity on this. Even now, if you have any doubts, fine, let me explain one more thing. The technical students who studied English as a literature, or even in your graduation, if I'm right, you'll be having a subject in your English, a topic in your English subject like intonations. I believe you know what is meant by intonations if you have studied. Intonations are nothing but study of pitch of voice. it's nothing but the pitch of voice. I mean, like falling tone and the raising tone. Togetherly we call it as intonations. So this intonation, it actually indirectly it discusses about body language. I mean the expression given by our voice. So when you are using your language, when you are forming sentences together for making your language, for making your conversations, it is very important to use your pitch of voice. I mean, that is what I personally believe as audibility. And one more thing, why this audibility is very, very important for a body language or for a conversation. It's so simple. When you are giving any speech by using all the means of body language as well as verbal communication, when you are making a presentation or a speech in front of huge crowd, or for example, let us make it simple further. If you are giving any presentations in a classroom or else in a small hall, a meeting with some 30 to 40 members sitting all around the class. So when you are giving this presentation, you should make it sure that your voice range should be audible to each and every person who are sitting in that particular room. So it means that the things what you are speaking should be understandable. I mean, with your voice range, it should be clear and understandable to the person who is sitting that corner of your room, towards any corner of the room. They should be able to listen your voice very clearly. Maybe it's not understanding comes under a different part. So it's not about hearing, at least listening. So the audible range of your voice, it must be very clear to all the people with whom you are speaking or communicating. So that's very important. So in that case, this audibility, I feel it should be included in body language because it speaks and it says about the expression given by your tongue or the pitch of voice when you are communicating with others. So this is the reason why I'm including this audibility as the fifth important ingredient of body language. I hope now you understood somewhat better, right? So with all this technical and the regular understandings, we'll do one thing, we'll go with small demonstrations. I believe these demonstrations will give you much more clarity about the audibility and usage of the audibility in different situations and with different people. So what we have to do for that? We have to wait for one more day for experiencing the audibility with proper demonstrations. So tomorrow's episode is going to be the demonstration on the audibility, the fifth important ingredient of body language. And now it's the time to show my gratitude towards all my subscribers and all my well-wishers who are supporting me from day one for making the videos much better by giving suggestions, advices, and also the request. So small request from my side which I am doing from first video onwards. The simple thing, please do support us to support you. I'm here for that, and hopefully and in further videos I'll make sure that I can explain the things in much easier way, connective way for all my audience. And one more thing, this is just an initiation. You all know, yes, of course this is our 20th episode, and still I feel this is an initiation only. Still we have a very long way to go. As I have told you in my first episode that this communication skills or this communicative designing itself, it is a ocean. So we have long way to go. Please don't think about the depth of ocean here. We may sink, but please think about the distance of ocean, what we have to travel, the directions of ocean, where we have to go. So that is very important, and I promise you I'll make much better things, because few of my subscribers, gentle friends, they have been asking me to do some videos on how to attend an interview or how to give this presentations, how to give this public speech and all these things. Yes, I am taking all these recommendations into a serious note, and yes, of course we are going to do videos on all such requests in future. So for all these things, what you have to do, it's very simple. Please subscribe to our channel and also click the bell icon for the regular and instant notifications, and also use this comment section for requests, suggestions, criticism and all these things. Everything is accepted, then only we can develop further to the further levels. So till then, this is Gananadh Sankar saying you sign off and meet you tomorrow. Bye bye.